Okay. Okay. We'll have a moment of silent meditation and pledge to the flag. Thank you. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning. It is 10 o'clock. It is October 4th, and all three county commissioners are here, and we'll move right away to county administrator with consents and approvals.
Morning. We have 83 exonerations for $7,168.68. One request to create a new statement for 102.53. Minutes for September 27th, 2023. Vouchers, General County, $361,990.21. 911, $3,573.32. Chestnut Ridge Park, $2,009.67.08. Camp Muffley, $9,817.70. Mason-Dixon Park, $5,028.94. Mon County Center, $410.43. Recreation levy, $587.84. Assessor's valuation, $1,831. Purchasing card vouchers, General County, $2,329.07. 911, $191.63. Chestnut Ridge Park, $3,624.97. Camp Muffley, $754.84. Mason-Dixon Park, $6,225.22 for a voucher total of $399,332.25. We have no budget revisions. Position vacancies for boards and authorities are listed on our website, and fiduciary orders for October 4th, 2023.
Move to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
Proper move in second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. It passes. Okay. Introduction of new employees and personnel changes?
I don't have any.
Neither do I. Okay, good. Comments from the public. Is there anybody who would like to speak at this time? Oh, we're moving along. Okay.
Famous last word.
Okay, famous last words. Yeah, that now it's a mistake. Okay, great. We have a proclamation I'm very proud of, Domestic Violence Awareness Month. If you'd like to come down and state your name and your address, and please read it.
Hello, I'm Amaya Williams with the Rape and Domestic Violence Information Center. We are located in Morgantown, West Virginia, and I will go ahead and read the proclamation.
Thank you.
Whereas the crime of domestic violence violates an individual's privacy and dignity, security and humanity due to systemic use of physical, emotional, sexual, psychological, and economic control and/or abuse, including abuse to children and the elderly, and whereas domestic violence against the citizens of Monongalia County continues to affect every person in Monongalia County as a victim, survivor, or as a family member, domestic partner, friend, coworker, or neighbor of a victim or survivor. And whereas the problems of domestic violence are not confined to any group or groups of people, but cut across all economic, racial, gender, and social barriers, and are supported by societal indifferences. And whereas to prevent the future of abuse of our citizens, it is critical to foster greater public awareness of the causes and effects of domestic violence, and to address this problem on every civic level. And whereas the staff of Rape and Domestic Violence Information Center, alongside volunteers, promote domestic violence prevention by offering educational services in Monongalia County throughout the year. And whereas the Rape and Domestic Violence Information Center requests public support and assistance as it continues to work toward a society where all people can live in peace, free from violence and exploitation. Now, therefore, in recognition of the important work done by the Rape and Domestic Violence Information Center serving Monongalia, Preston, and Taylor counties, as well as other domestic violence programs, the Monongalia County Commission does hereby proclaim the month of October 2023 as National Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and urges all citizens to actively participate in the scheduled activities and programs to work toward improving victim safety and holding perpetrators of domestic abuse accountable for their actions against individual victims and as society as a whole. Thank you.
Thank you.
Move that we approve the proclamation as presented.
Second.
Proper move in second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
I have one question for you, if you can. Are you still able to get into the schools? Because I think there is a real need about that education and dating at the high schools? I was a guidance counselor for 30 years, and I know you run some amazing programs.
In recent years, we have not. Our prevention educator, Leanne Williams, I know she's had communication on some levels, but I'm not sure the extent just because that's not my specific role.
Okay.
But I could give you my contact information if you'd like to reach out to me and discuss it further. We could maybe
That's
see
great.
what we can do.
I will contact you because
Okay.
it's something I believe it's a strong need
Yes.
in the schools.
Yeah,
Thank you
thank
for
you.
what you do. Okay. Moving on, grants. Oh, wait, I apologize, I skipped. Wait. Presentation of National 4-H Week, Becca Finn Clark, WVU Mon County 4-H Extension Agent. I am sorry,
Trying to
I had you
skip me?
circled.
Jeez.
Yes,
I
I can't
know.
believe it.
Sorry about that.
Well, thank you so much for some time today on your agenda. So I am Becca Fink Clark. I am the 4-H and Youth Development Extension Agent here in Monongalia County. And happy National 4-H Week. So every year, right around this time, we celebrate National 4-H Week. And I must say that the 4-H flag looks beautiful flying out in front of the courthouse. So thank you for the opportunity to show off our 4-H and your 4-H support and our 4-H spirit. You were provided with a report, so here's how we typically do this. In the summer, we'll bring a 4-H member or camper to come and give a report. So you heard from Ben a couple months ago. We also come about twice a year to give you sort of a numbers report on what's been going on with 4-H. And so I'm going to let Heather give some highlights from that report.
Great.
And then you'll hear from me again about what's been going on lately. So here's Heather. Heather Tanton, our 4-H program assistant.
Good morning, Heather.
Good morning. I'm so glad to be able to present some information to you. We are really excited. I'm sure you can tell. Beck and I always bring a lot of excitement wherever we go, but we're always really, really excited to get into the schools. And so last year we were back to being able to provide programming to all of the grades in elementary school with some other programs as requested for our high school students or middle school students. One of the things that we like to do is to try to show kids that there are different ways to be engaged with curriculum that they already are familiar with. So, we'll provide maybe how you can build a DIY flashlight so that they'll highlight circuitry. And so you'll see our numbers. They're pretty amazing. We try to hit every classroom that requests us, and we were able to hit every kindergarten classroom and several other grades completely throughout the whole county. One of the other things that we do that's pretty exciting to me is partner with the BOE to work through their summer avalanche program. And so this year we had their support to do sun safety, and we hit all of their Ready Freddy programs. And so all of those children were able to do a UV bead kit and talk about the importance of sunscreen and sun health. And so we absolutely were excited also to be able to expand our in-county programming with a new club. Last year we had made a Clover Bud Club that met at our office. So Clover Buds are children that are around the ages 5 to 7, so they're younger than our regular members. They loved it, and so our numbers this year were really big, so we decided to expand and do a countywide club that was met at our office to pick up some displaced kids who didn't have maybe a club that they fit into in their community. And that also was really well received. And I think we had about 60 in our Clover Bud Club and 75 in our community club. So we were really I know I'm excited, because I always am, but we were thrilled to be able to continue what we do and maybe hit some kids that we hadn't previously been able to engage. And so a lot of the other things that we did were community kind of support. Camp Muffley had their egg hunt, and we thought, that's a great way for us to come out and meet some new kids and maybe provide some crafts while they waited for the egg hunt, because we always know that's it's very exciting for them to wait, and they don't have a whole lot of things, and then kids find trouble if they're not engaged. So we thought that might be a good way for 4-H to engage them. So thank you for letting us kind of give you this report. And then Becca has some more additional information about camp and our numbers.
Good. Thank you, Heather.
Okay. And just so you know, Heather's paid through the Board of Education levy, so that's how she is paid. So we appreciate the support from our Board of Education. So camp, we talked a little bit about camp, but I just wanted to briefly say, since this is our spring and summer report, a lot of other counties suffered after not having camp for 2 years because of COVID. It took us 1 year to rebuild our camp numbers, and they're higher than they were pre-COVID. So camp is really successful. People love 4-H camp. We have a wonderful reputation, and how lucky we are to have Camp Muffley. The roofs look beautiful. The facility's beautiful. Every time we drive out there, I always have a lot of pride in being able to utilize that facility. So thank you for that. So our 4-H year actually runs October 1st to September, to the end of September. And so we just are starting our new 4-H year. And we actually started on Sunday with our new member enrollment. And we are already up to 107 enrolled 4-H members,
Wow.
which is pretty amazing. Heather and I are both very excited about that. So we are going strong. We're going to start our community clubs back up in October. And so excited about that. We have about 100 adult volunteers. We have to get those people vetted through WVU. They give their time at camp, through community clubs, through various other community activities that we do. So we appreciate our volunteers. So let me see here. Hot off the press, I just downloaded our report for the year, and so our total youth participants in 4-H in Monongalia County for this last 4-H year is 6,972. So that's how many youth we reached through the 4-H program here. And I'm always a little bit competitive with my agent friend in Berkeley County. It's always, between me and him, it's always we have the highest. So I'm not sure what Berkeley County had this year, but we're really proud that we have the opportunity to get into the schools, give the 4-H message. People are so excited by our activities. The kids remember us from year to year and are really, really excited to see us. We help with different community events. Last night we were at Mason-Dixon Elementary doing a program for those young people about 4-H, introducing them to 4-H and getting them excited about joining. So I just, I think that my biggest attribute is being thankful and being grateful, and so I can't say how much I appreciate the support of you all. We are very, very fortunate here in Monongalia County to have the support of our county commission. Not every county has that. So on Sunday, we had a big kickoff event at the Mon County Center. We were able to use the building. It was beautiful. People love it, and so what a great place that we can offer activities there. In the summer, we had our livestock shows. We also used the Mon County Center for the Mon County Fair, but then we're able to use the new barn in Wadestown for our show and sale. And what a beautiful facility, and being able to use that for our shows for our livestock youth. So let me think if there's anything else. Just excited to get the new year started, and we appreciate you.
Great.
Any
Do you have
questions?
Well, thank you very
questions
much,
or comments?
Becca, for all you do. I do enjoy participating in as many of your events as possible. I made both of the livestock shows this year, so I'm 6 rabbits and one hog richer.
Yes.
Though I gave the rabbits back to the little girls that we bought them from. But I really appreciate everything you do. When I went to the fair, I saw the inside room. You guys had all your projects set up, and it's really impressive what you do with these kids and the quality of the kids, the politeness, you can tell that they've, were gaining a lot of personal attributes from participating in your program. So I really appreciate everything you do.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Beck.
Thank you.
And I believe I'm on a committee I saw that you were involved with the Capitol Christmas tree.
Yes.
Well, this year it's coming here, and I heard that you also will be participating on November 11th.
We will, yes. And we had youth at camp and at the fair created ornaments, and we were able to provide those for that tree, and it was a really successful activity, so
Yeah, it should be pretty exciting
it's pretty fun.
to look at a
yes.
tree, but I mean, it's
Yes,
There's
yeah.
a lot of events we're going to do, and we're looking forward to you all helping us out.
I've served in this role 15 years, and I remember back when I started in 2008 coming to the commission and so nervous and, not really exactly knowing what I was doing. And the 4-H program wasn't quite as healthy as it is now, and so I take a lot of pride in what we've done. And I just feel so lucky. I feel so lucky to serve in this role as an extension agent. It was always my dream growing up in Preston County 4-H, but now here being in the best county in the state and doing what I love. So I really do appreciate you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We really appreciate you.
Thank you.
Now, Colleen, I apologize. And again, I am sorry, Becca.
You were just
It's a lack of sleep I'm getting.
you were just so excited to see me you couldn't wait.
Yes.
Okay. The first thing I have is a request for reimbursements for the Records Management Preservation Grant. It's in the amount of $30,541. And then I also have the grant contract for the Governor's Highway Safety Program. When I had brought all the other paperwork for you to sign, I said we typically get about $130,000. They actually gave us $141,000 this year.
Ooh.
Oh, great.
And documents as presented?
Second.
Properly moving second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Correspondence. Sean?
No.
No, sir.
No? Okay.
I
Go ahead.
I did receive a piece of correspondence from Steve Bowman inviting me to a North Hills Neighborhood Association meeting. I guess that the organization had been a little
Yes.
inactive, and they were trying to get it started back up. So other than that, and I'll mention that in my comments.
I get a copy of whatever that is.
Sure.
Oh, also, I'm glad you said that. On October 24th, the commissioners are invited to the Cheat Lake Rotary meeting. It's at 7:30 in the morning. You get free breakfast. And they're interested in hearing the state of the county. And I thought it was a neat idea that they would want all three of us there and not listen to Tom Bloom. So
What's the date?
the 24th, it's 7:30 in the morning. And it's at the hotel opposite Tropics.
The
Chestnut?
cranberry.
Cranberry, thank you. Cranberry Hotel, okay. So I'll talk with you to see if you all can make it. Okay. No unfinished business. New business. We have the first reading regarding the revised proposed ordinance regulating pedestrian and vehicle safety.
That's it.
That's it?
That's the title.
Okay, did somebody want to just state when the second reading is, which is it's next week, and there's a public hearing next week.
Thank
So-
you, someone.
Yes, someone. So we had the first reading, we're following the rules. Thank you. Consideration to approve an appointment to the Chiefview Public Service District.
We've had this advertised for a couple of weeks, and we've only had one person express interest. It's Mr. Ron Lytle, who you're familiar with.
Yes.
He is a customer in the district and wants to be appointed. This is going to be a short-term appointment because if you remember, Cheapview is being absorbed by MUB, but there's some fiduciary things that they have to do
Right.
in order to get that across the finish line, and having a quorum would be one of those. So Mr. Eddie Grimes has been serving. He is the remaining member of the board. They've had two people pass away within the last year, so.
Move to approve the appointment of Ron Lytle to the Cheapview Public Service District.
Second.
Properly moving second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Reports from elected officials and department supervisors? Nope, okay. We will have reports from County Commissioner. Sean?
Since our meeting last Wednesday, on Thursday, I had Monmouth Park Foundation Board meeting, had a Mon County Health Department Board of Health meeting, and then in the evening, we went down to the Buckwheat Festival Parade to watch the Morgantown High Band. Friday, we had staff reports, and we also had a report from our financial advisors regarding a potential bond issue. I met after that with a group of constituents, and then we had our broadband tag up. In the evening, I attended the MHS homecoming game versus Willing Park, though the outcome wasn't great. Becca was in town for the game because Wesleyan and Morgantown's homecoming were the same weekend. So she brought Wesley up to us, and she and her boyfriend went to the game. Well, Logan played for Coach Beiser at Kaiser.
Oh, really?
And so I texted Jambi, who is our former litter control officer, is also a defensive coordinator for, or I don't know his exact title, but he's a defensive coach with Morgantown High. And I said, you know, Logan would like to come home down and meet with Coach Beiser. And he said, bring him down, so before the game. So I took Logan down. Coach Beiser took Logan into the other room with all the football players, and he goes, remember all those stories I tell you? This is the guy that broke his neck and still played football for his final 2 seasons in high school.
Wow.
And Logan showed him the scar, and it was pretty neat. So I appreciate Coach Beiser with his hospitality and allowing him to come down and say hi. So that was pretty neat. After that, the game was it was the worst game Morgantown had this year. They just were flat, and Logan's not allowed any more Morgantown games. Monday was broadband tag-up, and will be that North Hills Neighborhood Community Association meeting, if I can make that in the afternoon. Tuesday is, or actually yesterday, we get my days mixed up here. I think we have an executive committee, a Development Authority executive committee next week, but we also had one yesterday. Wednesday will be our regular day. We have a call with Greene County, and I have a broadband call that afternoon. Then, I'm sorry, I got my weeks mixed up.
Yeah, that's
this week.
Yeah.
I'm getting my weeks all mixed up because I put that neighborhood association thing on Monday. Monday I had broadband tag up.
Right.
Development Authority Executive Committee meeting yesterday. We have a call with Greene. Did we have a call with Greene County today?
No, I think
we
you guys
moved it to
decided every
every
other
other month.
month
Okay.
now.
Okay.
It's
yeah.
still on my calendar.
Right.
And then I also have a broadband call this afternoon. Thursday, I have Mason-Dixon Historical Park meeting, and then Friday we have staff reports, and then I have broadband sync. And that's about it. I do want to make one comment. Last week when we talked about the grant between the agreement, the MOU that we signed between MUB, Westridge, and the county. I was talking about the agreement of the MOU and how much it took to get us 3 partners in line. I did not mean to exclude the WDA. They are contributing 21% to this whole project, and this project would not have been possible had it not been for the grant opportunity. So I do want to publicly thank the WDA, Maria Prezioso, their chair, for their contribution. I didn't mean to exclude them. They are pretty much an equal. We're all pretty much a quarter partner in the project, and we couldn't do it without them. So I just want to make that publicly clear. That's all I have.
Thank you.
We had an update last night from Camp Muffley from our superintendent. Park is going great. It was kind of good synergy with Becca and Heather being here today. All the upgrades we've seen at that park in the last 2 years have really spruced the place up. We have we have a trail system there now that's never been before. We have new roofs on the buildings for the bunkhouse, and with the pool, of course, in its second full year. It's been a really successful year out there. Superintendent's doing a great job, and it's great to see it being used by the kids with 4-H. It's a wonderful program, and Becca and her staff are doing a really good job of promoting that and keeping it going. So it was kind of a good synergy for me this morning, but that's pretty much. I've got a short report today.
Yeah, sure. Yes. We did have our food giveaway, Mountaineer Food Bank giveaway at the Mountaineer Mall. We had over 292 families, or over 1,000 family members. But I do want to give a big shout out to Dan Brewster, who runs the WVU Medical and Dental Brigade, and they help run it. And they're just amazing kids that come out Saturday morning. There'll be about 50 or 60 of them, and it went extremely well, and I really want to appreciate that, and I think it's real important that they get noted for that. Also, last night, I attended by Zoom the U.S. strategy to combat anti-Semitism in West Virginia, and unfortunately, this is a growing problem in our state, and it was just to meet with people from all over the state to discuss what is going on and how we can work together. And again, the big answer is, and we all know, is education. Just to explain to the public what is going on and how to stop it. And I really appreciated the input that we had. And let's see. And that is really it. I appreciate that we're on a short notice today, so do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
We be gone.